I can imagine.
You only go home
Yeah.
to sleep.
Yeah.
You get home, the house is depressing.
Oh, yeah.
You just get in there, sleep. You wake up out.
Because you have tasted better.
Yeah, man.
You have
I
tasted
look
something
forward to
better.
getting home every single day.
Yeah.
Because I know I get home. This is why sometimes I'm comfortable working from home.
Now, Saint, it's amazing how you say that. These are bikers talking about family stuff.
Yeah.
Now, it's amazing you say that because not many people have had the privilege to choose the right woman.
The right woman. Yeah. And you know, sadly, when our lovely wives want to take care of a man, they cook, please. Yo.
And then you get so stuffed.
They will ask you about dinner whilst you're having lunch.
So you also have some beans, some sashi. Oh my word, and that's why I came here, because I thought I was going to be tevetat. Okay, but we are late.
15 hours.
Yeah, 15. Because there, when I was passing, leaving your place that time, your lodge, I saw a number of vehicles there. It looks like it's a perfect place for a meal.
Yeah, especially if you want to have a
local meal. Okay, awesome. So, can we provoke our wives to jealousy? What are we having today?
So we're having local meal after my long ride. Need something with
manly, homely.
So this is goat meat.
Yeah.
Goat. You of course, me and goat.
We have a mbuzi ride.
Of course.
Especially for...
We can't be OCC without a goat meal. Then this is village chicken.
Oh, village chicken.
Village chicken, yeah.
Yeah.
And some vegetables.
Yeah. So ideally, this place was supposed to be covered by different plates.
Vegetables,
vegetables here, some beans, visashi here. But we are late. This is 30 minutes past 3 p.m. Of course, you would understand. At least whoever came first left some goat meat and some village chicken there. So yeah, pretty much we're gonna wash that one down with some Coke here.
Push your actual club, because these Facebook people that will start joining, they won't stay. And for sure, the guy is like, no, push your club, push your people.
Yeah.
As opposed to, no, just bring in everybody, and then the moment they get there, there's one guy very adamant. Boss, just add me. I've got what bike? I can do a lot, especially the local rides. I'm like, the issue we're having now is we're adding you people in the club or in the group, and then you people are becoming quiet. Those guys are just not serious. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, I didn't add him.
Mm-hmm.
Then I sent him that flyer, like, on the 6th, on the 12th, we're riding to Choma. So show up. The guy who does administrative work will be there to add you into the group, get your name and the details. He will be there. So show up. We leave at 6:30. The other person also was like, okay, show up. None of those people showed up.
Yeah.
So to me, just why do you want to be part? Then I should add you in the group. Then what? What are you going to be doing there?
What's your relevance?
Because I knew if you can show up at 5. You show up at 5, because obviously people were showing up at 5. I started off at 5:10. By 6:08 we were there, because I met Victor on the way.
And the Coke is addictive. Anyways, so we had a nice meal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very satisfied.
Very full, and we are washing it down with a second round of Coke.
Very cold.
Very cold. It's nice, anyways, and I think it does well for that's my excuse for my throat.
I'm not sure cold stuff does well for your throat.
Saint, you are not supposed to say that. Yeah, it was supposed to be a secret. Me trying to convince somebody why I'm taking cold coke, when I've got a cold. But anyways, I can't resist. Once in a while, I'm not totally hooked up on this thing, but when I get an opportunity, this is Mrs. T's favorite scent, by the way.
Really?
Oh dear,
Nah,
she
but
loves
she knows
coke.
the right things.
If we argue in light argument, by the way, we don't crazy argue. By the grace of God, I always know an apology. What an apology should come with.
Coca-Cola.
A nice coke, and her favorite, food. And when I get home, then
You are good.
I'm good,
You
man.
are alive for the night.
I am good. Original taste. Cheers to coke. So we devoured the mountain that was here.
You
Of
brought
course.
it down.
A meal, homie, homie, no crazy spices.
Yeah.
Just, homie, a pub and all that.
Okay.
Nice meal. Quite filling.
Oh, very.
Quite
I
filling.
think this wasn't lunch. This is, what if breakfast and lunch is brunch? What's lunch and dinner?
There's that one we used to have for 16 hours.
16.
But that one also came with a tie. Like
Yeah,
it would
it
either
was just
be
snacks.
Yeah, like to my snacks.
Yeah, either
or,
scones, tea.
The upper 16. We used to call it the upper 16.
16. Now I'm just 16.
Because mom would do a lot of baking, and she would bake for us colors of cakes, even a green cake one time. Always say we want a green cake. She had all these colorants and all that, so I just remember when you say a meal in between.
It's nice, how we forget these things, and you forget how much privilege you had to have 4 meals. You have breakfast, lunch, 16, then supper, and now to just have supper and breakfast is a struggle. It's a struggle for most people.
Is it you was telling me that in South Africa
Lunch doesn't exist.
you have lived in South Africa, Saint, for some time, isn't it?
Yeah. Lunch does not exist in South Africa. So what usually happens is breakfast is a heavy meal. You have breakfast, very important meal. It will get you through. Lunch, usually you have, if you're at home, you have leftovers. The dinner leftovers. Because dinner is like the biggest meal. It's everybody's home, cook different types of meats and stuff like that. So those leftovers for dinner is what you probably snack on at lunch. If you're at home. If you're at work, it's really just get a quarter here, snack, you know. But in this case, we're talking about a home meal. Lunch, you just snack on the leftovers. Very few. I mean, there's still homes there who still have like a fully blown cooked lunch, but it's very few.
Very few, huh? And also, I think it also goes to touch on aspects of culture. When we look at our Zambian culture, like typically, if you don't have 3 meals a day, you feel so poor. You feel like tavutika maningi, But when you also look at medically and what the medical persons do advise, especially on nutrition, 1 proper meal per day is what is ideal for your body. Then you don't stress your body. That part of fasting actually does a great deal for you. Medically, fasting is amazing. And so when we break the fast, we call it breakfast. So breakfasts can be broken at any time. It's not like it should be broken in the morning. But ideally 1 proper meal per day, whether in the morning or later. It should. And when I say a proper meal, a balanced meal. That should carry you for the rest of the day. Only 1 is enough.
Because you allow your body to digest the food.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have breakfast, ne? Or the one we eat in the morning,
Yeah.
which is breakfast.
Yeah.
You have breakfast. Let's say you have your breakfast at 10,
Yeah.
which is the time that most people have breakfast, 9, 10.
Yeah.
9, 10. You only have a few hours to so-called lunch, yeah, which is 12, 13,
Yeah.
you know. So you have breakfast at 10, you have another meal at 12,
Yeah.
14, 13.
Yeah.
Then for some of us, like in my household, dinner is 6, 7 p.m. You know, because we eat and then we have time to chat and catch up and just relax as a family. We can have tea. For some of us who love coffee, we can have, you know, drinks or whatever, wine or whatever in my household. So we'll have our dinner at 6 to 7 p.m. Then people can have time to chat, as opposed to having it at your 22, 23. You know, you just eat and go and sleep.
Yeah.
You know, so now if we are having full-blown meals, breakfast, 2 hours later lunch, 3 hours later dinner, like
Are you doing bodybuilding?
bro, what time is the body digesting the food?
No, guy, bodybuilders eat after 2 hours. That is strenuous exercise.
And you know, sadly, when our lovely wives want to take care of a man, they cook, please. Yo.
And then you get so stuffed.
They will ask you about dinner whilst you're having lunch. What do you want to eat for dinner?
Sometimes I tell Mrs. T, and I usually tell her, or surprise me.
Like, guys, I'm eating now. I'm too full to think about dinner.
But also, I've also come to realize that because of what women are taught prior marriage, it kind of puts them in pressure that if they don't do such things,
then a man will go
then
out
she has
there.
failed. You know,
Yeah.
a man will probably
Be eating somewhere.
you know, or she doesn't want him not to be pleased in availability, you know.
Yeah.
So it kind of, I could see. So now I have to you have to pat your partner to say, you're doing so good already. If you only knew what you are doing.
There's a time I got home with with fritters. Now we eat them a lot from Pick and Pick.
Yeah.
I got home with fritters and then I just reached. And here she was cooking. She's like, what are we having for dinner? I'm like, me, I want fritters. And she was busy cooking. Me, I want fritters for dinner. She looked at me and she thought I was joking. How about the fritters? It was good. So now we buy those fritters or fat cooks or vitumbuas.
Yeah.
And then we'll just say, oh no, in the evening we'll have like tea or coffee with the fritters.
Yeah.
And it's okay because if you have a heavy lunch, you don't need a heavy dinner.
Yeah.
That's why mostly like we were talking about essay, the focus is dinner and breakfast. Breakfast, you eat a big meal to carry you through lunch. Then you look forward to dinner. So there's 2 meals there. Lunch, you just snack. I mean, you can have even a lunch bar chocolate for lunch. Lunch bar with water, whatever. You're good. Because also productivity drops when you're full.
I tell you.
The best time to work is in the morning.
In the morning.
Immediately you eat something, the body just starts misbehaving.
You are a proper candidate for a nap when you're supposed to be productive.
The body just shuts down and just wants to chill.
Especially if you take pap. That 13-hour pap with beans and,
The worst thing to eat at lunch is the pap or shima. That's the worst thing to eat at lunch. If you're working, if you're at home, please feel free. But even at home, you'll find yourself napping during the day. And now when you start napping anyhow during the day, it's a problem.
And by nature, I can go the whole day without eating. For me, back in the days I used to do a lot of fasting. And so now, even up to now, I've lived that fasted life where sometimes my breakfast would be after 12, like for the most part. So now, just when I'm home and me trying to escape breakfast, it becomes very difficult because Mrs. T feels the pressure that she should feed me food. you know, so sometimes we can even argue about my own eating.
But
Now
you
I
haven't eaten
understand.
anything.
I know, and she does it so well. I think she has so much grace. She does it so well to the point that she'll ask me again after some time. She'll ask me, "Are you sure you don't want to have breakfast?" But you know, I have prepared this, okay? Okay, sometimes she'll go right ahead and do it. I'm like, it will get cold. It will get cold if you don't eat now. Can I bring it for you in the bed?
No, you have to eat it.
Then I'm like, okay, all right, you can bring it for me. But supper, we have made it a point that it's a family meal. Ideally, you know what they say? My dad used to say, you eat like a king in the morning because you need the fuel
The
that you
energy,
need
yeah.
you need for the day. Of course, there's a debate around that. Some say you still have that morning energy, so
Yeah.
you don't have to eat in the morning before you expend that energy that you already have. There's just so much now,
It's
you
a
know.
lot. It's-
You eat an apple. So when you eat so much apples, you know, it's loaded with sugars,
Even water.
bananas, loaded.
Drink
so
too
now,
much water.
Yeah, you need to. Some people tell you drink too much water, and then others will tell you don't drink too much water. Too much
It's a
water
lot.
than needed. So now at the end of it all, it just boils down to what is appropriate, what you moderate, eh?
Yeah.
You moderate. Of course, if it's 2.5 liters of water, which is the recommended, per day, you hit that target. You know yourself, moderate. Maybe it's a banana per day. You know, one apple per day. You know what they say with an apple? One apple per day takes away the doctor.
Yeah.
You know,
1 apple a day keeps the
Ke-
doctors
the-
away.
keeps the doctors away, you know.
Yeah.
Such saying. So not 1,000 apples, you know, not 5 tablespoons, maybe just 1 tablespoon of sugar, you know, stuff like that. It all comes down now to moderation and how your body responds to some of these things. Amazing. We have just tackled life stuff right here. The struggles of a man. And most people don't know that these are the struggles of men. It looks so simple, and yet it's something that can make you, oh wow, I just ate. You know, I'm still feeling, oh,
I'm
you
still full
you
and-
gave me a loaded meal some 2 hours ago. You know.
But you learn to appreciate because
Oh, dear.
there's men out there going through. You didn't eat where you came from.
Yeah.
You know, the total opposite. There's no food. You don't know where the kitchen is.
And that is why
So you'll be thankful for to have a kind and wonderful wife who wants to take care of you, who does not get tired of taking care of you.
you know, love
I
sometimes
appreciate
can
that.
be a little bit choking,
Of
but
course.
not that it is intended. It's just that sometimes people care so much, but again, if you don't have that, you feel like I should have somebody bother me like
Yeah,
that.
that's really
It's a
lonely.
nice kind of bother. You know, I love it. It's a nice kind of bother. I remember, you know, how when I was just in college, you know, because I did most of my my education day schooling, you know, primary,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and all that all the way up. So there were times when I would go and hang out with friends, and sometimes I would do a sleepover or come back and schedule myself to come back somewhat later than the normal time. So you'll find now there's a bright around the 7 p.m. and then mom calls. Where are you? Mami, nakuza. Mami. Mazamani off, and maybe there's something that I said, no. I just wanted to know that. And then After 30 minutes again, she goes, oh, mkali go part. And then, but that was nice, you know. It's a nice, because some people don't have that
They
privilege.
don't have that.
You
They
know,
don't have that.
somebody who cares and they can't sleep over you until they know you are okay. It's a blessing, man.
That's a blessing, and it's hard to.
Yeah.
It's even hard to take in sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes we forget that.
So Mrs. T goes out one day. She's at church, and this day she doesn't come before 17 or before 18 hours. Because I know 17 hours she starts making sure that dinner is getting,
yeah.
you know. And now it's me and the kids, and she has not called. So now I'm like, I start panicking. So I call her. Our phone was in the bag, and they were busy practicing. It was a church thing, because they had this thing called the Women's Sunday.
Yes,
so they were
yes,
practicing for that Women's Sunday. So it shot over their practicing session. So, but they still had to be at the stage, you know, just to wind up. And so I called, and now I started panicking. And then when she checked, and she saw 7 missed calls. I'm like, you called 7 times. Is it not the same thing?
If I don't
Tara, will you do it as well?
now you see.
You know, then you just find this, and then it's when you care, you just do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, those because and there's so much, especially for us men. There's so much that when you're out there, you don't think about what's going on at home, and you know she's safe, she's what, and you don't know what's going through her head about you where you are. Like, is he okay?
Yeah. You know.
Now when Rosa switched in that position, why isn't she picking up? This person is always with her phone. So why isn't she? What has happened?
You know.
Now you start thinking the West.
Now I'm like.
But if someone would have picked the call, if something happened, would have picked the phone.
But it's just ringing.
Then she was in, I think, Pick and Pay or something. So now the bag, when women are in the shops, they have a list, they are following.
Yes.
Phone is in the bag. Man, cool. Miss Person, I'm shopping. She left going. And sometimes when she uses a Yango, she usually sends me the driver info.
Yeah.
So she will send you the driver info when she's using Yango. Boom. So you see the info. Oh, okay, cool. But then she never says I've arrived. She just reaches and proceeds doing. So now I'm checking now that information. This ride has already been.
Yeah.
It has already left. Whatever. She's showing that Africa. Why is she picking up the call? Like, oh, sorry, the phone was in the bag. What. It's not a nice feeling.
We always talk about a moment where a mother took the kid first time for school, and she was thinking, no, the little boy will cry. He will not be able to handle it, and so her worry was around that it's the first time, and then he will spend the whole day alone. Will they take care of him like I do? You know those worries of a parent. So now she goes, and now she reaches the school, and now she's thinking, oh, now I have to fight to keep him here. I have to fight, because the moment he sees me leaving, then he will start crying. And guess what? The child gets there, and the mother says, I'll see you, I'll come and pick you up. Okay. And then the child runs off with the teacher without even looking back. Now the pen switches.
This child.
So this is, I thought he would just look at me, but he just reached there and he ran. He didn't even hesitate to run away. That's what I was saying last time at Mrs. T. You get to change. You don't even tell me you have arrived. It's like the opportunity you get to run away from me. You don't even call me to tell me that you're okay.
Like, you They leave.
You know.
We arrive. But you sent me a message that you started off. I must see it, you know? An arrival. How come the arrival is not reaching, but the start off is there?
I tell you. It's
no.
amazing. Now, one who has not had an experience of I've been, look, I know what it means to stay alone. I stayed alone. I left my parents' house, stayed alone for some time. I mean, the long time. So I know what it means to be a bachelor and be, sorry, a married man. That's cook for you.
Yeah.
And be a married man. Now, if Mrs. T leaves or she goes to town to get stuff, there's that space or void. You can tell that it's as if a presence is not here.
Not here, yeah.
You know, so there's that longing of me knowing she's home. And now you realize that there's a difference between a house and a home.
True.
A home is where there's an emotional balance, there's peace, there are individuals there who are knitted or woven together, so that when you are there, you have a sense of belonging. Those walls have a meaning. So that in itself, that's a responsibility of a woman, and that is why she's so important, because when she comes, she lights up the moment. She is that perfect helper. And so sometimes I tell Mrs. T, after a meal, not sometimes, most of the times I tell her, I say, thank you for the meal. Thank you for the meal. I always say thank you for the meal.
Yeah, very important.
Always.
Very
Mrs. T, thank you for doing this for me. I feel so special. Oh, but you're so special. You know you're special. You didn't have to say it. You know, but I just want you to know that I enjoyed the meal.
The meal, yeah.
I know what it takes to cook, man. I was alone. A proper a proper meal. Like, and those days, so you see, I would knock off and have evening classes. Like, you know, and I would be getting home past sometimes at 2. No, sorry, at 10 in the evening. Now I have to cook. I have to, and then leave very early the following day. So it was pressure, but now I am going home, I'm having a full balanced meal.
Yeah.
There's somebody who runs the most, one of the crucial rooms in the house, and that is the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because this one feeds the house, you know. You know, so it is rightfully said that a woman makes her home or breaks her home with her own hands, because it is centered around her. She can light up the moment just like that. And I see it. So, but if you have not tasted that, you can't realize the beautiful side. So if you tell somebody to marry, they will be like, for what? Up until they taste it.
Yeah. And you know,
sometimes I tell Mrs. T, I'm like, you know what, when he left, I miss us arguing. Oh, she laughed. Those debates.
Just take a side eye.
Or you just laugh at something, you know. I'm like, oh, she throws a pillow at you. Stop it, you know.
When the wife went to, because she needed a break, so I asked her to go to SA. I've got family there.
Yeah.
So she went there. Me, I'm expecting that, okay, by 15 months, one to me like a message, can you extend my flight, because what. But I'm gonna, this person know how much I'm suffering. Now, you know, I've got crazy family. Yeah. So when she went there, me, I just saw, no, we are going to Cape Town. What things? Me, I go there. I don't get these Cape Town tickets. No, we are not bringing her back. No, this is our wife. No, what? So they love her so much. Like they just wanted to hold on to her. Like, people, that's my person. This home is
I
not.
Also need her.
I would go home. I mean, she was away for a month.
Oh dear, that's a long time.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, no, she needs a breather. I can handle it.
Yeah.
To just be, it was supposed to be 2 weeks. So then I had to extend her flight because the stuff she wanted to get, she had ordered, and then she was waiting for them to arrive, and then. But they also just wanted to keep. So now she had gone for a month, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that house had never felt so big.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
a small house, but it felt big.
Even if you are busy with work.
I would leave. Thank God for Ruben and his wife. I just said, my sister. Ruben just said, you, yeah, come here. You. I would go have lunch there, and then his wife also left. So now we remain the two of us, two homes, no wives. So we'd go there, encourage each other, would cook and stuff like that. I would literally only go home to sleep.
Yeah.
Man.
I can imagine.
You only go home to sleep.
Yeah.
You get home, the house is depressing.
Yeah.
You just get in there, sleep. You wake up out.
Because you have tasted better.
Yeah, man. I look forward
better.
to getting home every single day.
Yeah.
Because I know I get home. This is why sometimes I'm comfortable working from home.
Now, Saint, it's amazing how you say that. These are bikers talking about family stuff.
Yeah.
Now, it's amazing you say that because not many people have had the privilege to choose the right woman.
The right woman, yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But if you want to be successful in life, marry well.
Yeah.
Because moments of creativity comes in understanding that there's somebody taking care of your home and somebody, you have a purpose. If you know that somebody depends on you for something, you have a purpose to push even more.
Yeah.
You feel good. There's that sense of achievement that I'm doing something that is bigger than myself.
Yeah.
I need to make certain persons proud. Yeah, I am someone's husband. I am not just a man, you know.
All these things.
All these things, you know. So it's people that have not had this experience or this realization. This discussion right here is so foreign.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some of these things we can talk about them. You have had knowledge of them, but to experience them now brings a rainbow of understanding to say, oh, I know what that guy is talking about. Other than just saying, oh, okay, he said that it's like this. You actually be saying, I know that point. That point, I know it, you know, because you're experiencing it.
I had a discussion with Victor. Victor is the newly married, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, he came to my house and he was just chatting. I was telling him, you know, a lot of people who rush into marriage. Most men, or most of us men, when you go and say or when you start hanging around married men, you know, there's so many things they talk about that are just my pressure kunyumba, madam, you know. When you hang around most of these men, it's just hello there, she wants this, she wants this, she wants this. You almost never hear why they are married.
Yeah.
Why are they still married if they complain so much about madam pasona chedo and food kuenda kunyumba, you know? Like, people will tell you all these things, but they forget to tell you the good part about marriage.
Yeah.
They'll tell you, oh, I'm a pressure. No, just be ready for pressure. But you know, when you sit down and ask them, but if this is so much stressful, why are you
in it?
Married?
Why are you staying in it?
It's the same person like, I can't live without my wife. I don't even know. As at now, I don't know where anything is. You know? Including the socks. No, the socks are drawer number 2, Shan.
I ask all the time.
You don't know anything.
My vest, I have to ask Mrs. T. I'm looking for this. And apparently, there's this thing about me that knows that she knows. And for sure, because that's our area, you know, like She does a
Yeah.
fantastic job.
Wakuza nokuza,
Yeah.
you didn't look. But I looked for this thing. Penzeli
But it was just,
here. Ine nasakila sina chipenza.
and for sure it was there.
It was there. So she
It's
literally runs the home.
it's like the more you become responsible as a man, the more you lose sight of certain small things.
Your aim is just to
You
I
are-
need to go.
yes.
I need to do this.
And we pair up well because you are more projective, and then she's more detailed in the present.
Yeah.
So there's
she's
somebody,
pushing you.
yeah.
You're moving and she's helping you.
She's helping you,
get
with
there.
all those details.
Yeah.
And for me, I tell you, I have seen the value of having Mrs. T around. I have seen it, and I'm happy to know you also married well.
Brother.
Congratulations.
Man. No. My wife.
Marrying well.
Superhero. Not all heroes come in cave.
I know, right?
My wife is a superhero.
Yeah,
Because even certain decisions, there's certain decisions that I've made, like even just financially,
Yeah.
that I've made or she's advised me to make that just makes sense, and I never thought of it.
Yeah.
Like, no, but yeah, you come home, you're stressed,
Yeah.
and then here's this person telling you, just calm down. You don't understand what I'm going through. But okay, now if you stress, does it give you an answer?
Know?
Now you're like, should I make you something to eat?
Yeah.
It's a perfect balance. You look forward to getting home and just being in that environment where you can have a conversation, you can chat, and the key is to never just behave like you're too old for certain things.
Yeah.
I think for me that's the secret.
Yeah.
To just there's so many issues in marriage, but I think the secret is to just be more friends than anything.
Exactly.
When you're friends, you joke, you fight, you argue, but the friendship is always there.
Don't be, you can't joke.
Update.
No, if you don't joke, because look, I love you same as you, but my wife is my best friend.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? You get the point. This person I live with, we have got kids together. We are building a life around together. So she is my best friend. She's my number one best friend.
Of course.
You get what I'm. And if you can have a friend like that, then there's a relationship, because friendship entails that there's a relationship. Jesus himself actually says, I call you friends. He uses this term to his disciples. He says, I now call you friends. Now, even God calls Abraham friends, as his friend. I remember when he was about to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. He after he had an encounter with Abraham, and he said to himself, the Lord said to himself, should I go and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah without telling my friend Abraham?
Yeah.
Now imagine the whole lot of God. You being the head of a wife does not mean that somebody level emos. No.
Yeah, no.
It's just the roles are the ones that are different,
If
but
anything,
you are one in essence.
If anything, they
are
have more
bosses.
role. They are bosses. We have no say. That's the only person I fear in this world.
Because if she decides to mess you up, bro, you are messed up.
You are messed up for real.
You eat her food. She can do anything to you, but you are literally at the mercy of this woman.
They are bosses.
Yeah.
Your decisions are based on them.
Yeah.
If she says no, it's a no. There's not, no matter what you do, it won't work.
It won't work.
It's a no. So you just
now
make
you start
sure
convincing.
that.
And sometimes when you convince a lady, in many cases you convince a woman over a certain matter she felt off about, you win at convincing her. But really, you have a blessing, but it will not really go and work.
It won't work.
Yeah. So on the onset, I usually check in with her. I check in with her on many, especially financially. I find that she has more input. Like if I have an idea, sell an idea, because that is not just my money; it's our money.
It's
We're
yeah.
about to invest.
If
You
anything,
understand
it's
what?
how much.
Yeah. So now I have to sell the idea that we should get this money
And do
and
this.
do this. So she has to buy into that idea. If I don't do a good job, in as much as I'm
Don't
frustrated
wait.
at selling it, selling the idea, I need to find ways of talking about it. You know. So
And that's the thing, because I think for women, they see more, they worry more about the now.
yeah,
This is what we need now. I'm protecting my family now.
yeah,
So when you start saying things like, oh no, we need to do this and invest in this so that it can do this,
yeah.
risk taking is not their best forte.
No,
Men
no, no,
take
no.
risks, you know.
We are
We take
radicals.
crazy risks.
We are serious radicals at that.
But for women, it's like, why are you risking this?
It's too much of a risk.
You know, we have to do it. No.
That's too much.
No, you know, but it is what it is. But she,
Yeah.
you know, she has to like. Currently, my wife is now
Yeah.
because she stopped work.
Yeah.
I think I told you.
Yeah.
So she wanted to focus on her business, and it's even I can even see a smile. You know, for the longest when she was working, I could I'm sure she's gonna laugh when she sees this.
Yeah.
But there's a time where she would get home,
Yeah.
and I get home, and I used to tell her, I think she will remember, I used to tell her, you're never happy. Like every time you get home, you don't look happy. You're just sad or tired or frustrated. It's like I can even tell that you're pretending to be happy because I'm around,
Yeah.
but like you look, you know. So throughout that whole period when she was working, it was just, now you see a smile, like you can, you know, you can see a smile, a genuine smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that she's doing things that she wants to do,
Yeah.
you can even see a smile when she smiles, even when she's talking. You
Yeah.
can tell she's passionate about what she's talking about, and
Yeah.
just having to be her own person and not getting so much, you know, work is so toxic.
Yeah, for your age, work environment is very
It's so toxic.
toxic. I tell you, because there are different characters there, you
Different
know,
energies.
different energies. There are those that come with their own personal ambitions, and
Sure.
then along the way, they'll rub you off the wrong way.
Okay, so you know, I gave the company to run,
Yeah,
because she was so used to being in the corporate world.
yeah,
So I felt, you know, I could see her missing that, because she would still have people from work calling, oh no, this, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? So I was like, okay, she's still missing the corporate world as much as she's pushing her business. There's that sense of documents, this goes through, done, you know, because she's pushing her business from the ground up,
oh nice.
whilst she was working in an established business. So there was that missing of that business. So I was like, okay, whilst I'm now trying to help build the club,
Yeah.
which is where this amazing woman comes in. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Whilst I'm trying to build the club, which is the OCC club, and I'm trying to feed into it as much as I can. You take over the managing the operations of the company. I mean, I'm still there to do necessary, attend certain meetings, but she's taken over most of the operation work.
yeah.
So she's the one dealing with the workers and stuff like that. She's the one doing most of the operation work, and she's doing a fabulous job.
Yeah.
When I was in Malawi, I was at peace. I had no worry that no, this is happening. No, is everything okay? She call me when she needs help. Or how do I do this? How do I do this? But she picked it up real quick, and she's taken over that part, which has given me a little bit of time to help build the club and do trips like these where I can actually get up and go without worrying about operations, you know. And for her also, she's happy because she's working for herself. I mean, it's her company. She owns half of it.
Exactly.
So it's like her working for herself. She knows when the money comes, it's going directly to her.
Yeah.
When she puts in a lot of energy, she knows the energy she's putting in will be appreciated.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's worked out well for us. Of course, I'm encouraging her to push her own business and
Yeah.
stuff like that. By the way, her company sponsored my fuel here. I even forgot to mention.
Beautiful.
Her company sponsored
Well,
my
that's
fuel
good.
to Chom.
That's good.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's really good. But it just comes down to you feeding into each other, investing into each other's self.
Yeah.
Like she's invested so much into me and what I believe in, and I try and invest so much into her and what she believes in and what she wants to do.
Exactly.
There's certain ideas where she comes to me, I want you to do this, but I don't know. And I was like, no, do it.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
don't do it. If it fails, it fails. You try it.
Yeah.
It's better to try and fail
Yeah.
than not try at all.
Yeah. And Saint, what I'm hearing you say primarily is number one, pushing the agenda that. Can I give you a moment?
No, it's smooth.
Oh, smooth.
We can call him later.
Okay, good. So, when we talk about the union between a man and a woman,
Yeah.
I want you to see that number one, it was an agenda of God. In other words, it pleased God that such be the case.
Yeah.
So once you begin to understand from that point, sorry guys, my voice is still terrible. Once you begin to look at it that way, that God is interested in that union,
Yeah.
then now you begin to understand what is your purpose. What is your purpose? So now a woman will come as a helper, and that word helper, it doesn't mean like a maid in your house.
Yeah, no. Not at all.
In fact, it's a Hebrew word called Ezer, which simply means it's actually the same word used for the Holy Spirit in the New Testament when God said and the Father will send you a helper.
Yeah.
You know, now that same helper for that word for the Holy Spirit is the same word for that is the same word helper for a woman. Now that goes to tell you why they have got a sixth sense. You understand? You don't have it. You are more logical. They are more emotional. But you know, you need that as a man to flavor up your life for you to be successful. Because there are just moments like we talked about, like they'll just tell you, I don't feel like this is a right investment.
Yeah.
You know, and if you go right ahead and do it, you find it doesn't work. Even if it made sense to you in the very first place, you put your cards where they were supposed to be, but for some reason it still doesn't work. As smart as you are, you know. So when you see why the woman was made for a man in the first place, you will begin to understand that what the Lord was trying to achieve was number one, to give him not just a helper but a suitable helper.
Suitable helper.
So why did God insist? Because he said himself, he said, it is not good for a man to be alone. And in fact, the Bible says, and therefore a man shall leave his mother and father's house and shall be joined together with the wife, and the two shall become one in flesh. And also in the book of Proverbs, the Bible tells us something powerful. Oh, I feel like I'm preaching again. The Bible tells us that he that finds a wife finds a good thing and shall do what? Shall do what?
Attains favor
from who?
From the Lord.
Now that's God's agenda for us. It appears that for some reason, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, and now that good thing shall provoke or unlock a certain type of favor that is crucial for you, my friend, in your latter years, in your now years,
And I have
you
seen
get
the
it.
favor.
You get it. Now, there was another time we were just chatting with mom some years back. Mom was telling me when she got married pretty young to dad, her friends were laughing at her. They say, "Why don't come 2 rooms?" But guess what? She got married, and oh, what come 2 rooms? By them with four-roomed house. They moved to a bigger house, and guess what? They built their own house. They built another house. Now those who are laughing at her, most of them never even achieved half of what she achieved.
Yeah.
Because she came with a certain type of favor
Favor.
that was going to, unlock certain things in the life of that man called my father. And of course, we were all beneficiaries of that
Of that
particular
favor, yeah.
favor. But what my point here is this, even Peter says this, he says, treat them with understanding. That word understanding, other versions would use the word knowledge. It's actually, there's nothing spiritual about it. It's a natural word called noxis, where we get the word diagnosis. It only means treat them with understanding. When you see your wife is quiet, you know that akankala quiet,
Something wrong.
there's something wrong here. So God is just telling you, take time to study your wife.
Yeah.
There's nothing spiritual about it. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in other words, he's saying, treat them with understanding, knowing that you are joint heirs of the grace. In other words, there's a type of grace that it's like you have a joint account. You can't withdraw on your own unless there's consent.
Yeah.
But the Bible goes on to tell us that so that your prayers will not be hindered, that she has so much influence, Baba, in your life, to the point that if you misbehave, you're making her cry, nothing will work for you. It doesn't matter whether you are a pastor, you mind a kumalupiri, to you fast what, the heavens will be closed for you.
Yeah.
Now, such a woman, my friend, such a gift, such a good thing, as the Bible tells us, is not something you need to treat them with knowledge or with understanding, so that you can enjoy the benefits of what comes with you being unionized with such a person. I like what you said, Saint. You said you are working towards empowering your woman, and you are seeing her flourishing. She's no longer that person who was depressed over a work environment, but now she's doing things that are not only beneficial for her but for your union. But remember, the Bible says, and the two shall become one in flesh. There's such a thing called one in essence.
Yeah.
Just like the way God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, they are different persons, but one in essence. There's only one God, but these are different persons. That's another topic altogether. But there's this thing in the kingdom of two beings can be one.
Yeah.
They are one in essence. So when you start exposing your wife and saying, I am because you are only addressing yourself.
Yourself. Yeah. True.
That is why you will never hear me talk about Mrs. T in a very demeaning manner. We have, guess what? The truth, though, in the Bible tells us that it is very easy to be provoked by a woman, because it is not all the time that she will match to your standard. Remember, you are a man, you are more logical. She is more emotional. So, so she will never be a man.
Yeah.
That is why you are in her life. Don't
Yeah.
expect her to do what you are supposed
What
to be
you're
doing.
supposed to do.
That
Yeah,
is why you are there, you.
That is
You
true.
know, that is why you are not doing what she's doing. Now you want her to do what you're supposed to be doing, plus what she's supposed to be doing. Then what are you going to be doing? You know, so it's quite interesting. Now, these things, I brought up the biblical side of it all to see why this thing works better. And I've just realized that there are certain things in my home. I tell Mrs. T, this one, don't even ask. Whatever you decide, I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. True. True.
And guess what? The fact that I've been opened up like that, She'll even come to ask me, but I need your input. I'm like, oh, okay, it's okay. Let's do this.
Let's discuss
She knows that I didn't force my way into
into
her
the
making, yeah,
decision.
but that she had a way, but because she still values me, and she still wants to bring me in that decision, which is remarkable if you ask me. So for me, we can argue with Mrs. T, but we don't mention the D word. No divorce, no going to people.
Yeah, no.
We solve our own issues. Plus, we are privileged. We are students of the word, so we know how God counsels us, and we know how to say sorry.
That's the biggest thing. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's there is just learning to say sorry. Especially for
yeah.
us as men. There's like you said, we are different. We are wired differently.
Exactly.
If she does something and makes me upset,
Yeah,
I will not react right there and then.
yeah,
Because I'm thinking logically and say, mm-mm. If I answer here, then I say something that I'm not supposed to say. So let me cool off. Let me take a walk, cool off. Then I'll come down and sit her down and say, okay, here, listen, this is this. But that to them, it shows you're not being what's the word, responsive.
yeah.
They want right now, like no, that's not how it works. So there's that, no, so it's about finding that balance, like you're
Yeah.
saying, know your person,
Yeah,
and she should also take time to learn you
yeah,
and say, okay, here we're upset. So now it's so funny sometimes, without knowing it, because now we have that understanding, like, no,
Yeah.
we shouldn't be confronting each other when we're upset.
Yeah.
Let's do it when we're calm, so that the
Yeah.
conversation can actually flow,
Yeah.
can be a proper conversation. So now you just hear all of a sudden you're not even, you say, I want to talk to you. Like, oh God. What have I done? No, this. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And just that word, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there's a notion, and I'm glad our generations, we are kind of breaking those, as much as we are doing crazier things, but I think we're breaking some of um, uh, those generation.
Yeah.
A man should be
Yeah.
emotionless,
Ni mulungu.
like your wife should just be your wife.
Yeah.
Kitchen, what?
Yeah.
It should, like, she should have no say. That thing of being a man's man, like, I'm an alpha, you can't tell me this, you can't direct me, you can't tell me what to do. I'm glad it's coming to an end, because now, we back then we had our mothers who were just, oh, okay,
The Shipikisha club.
when that makes a decision,
It's
that's
final.
the decision. Now you have wives who say, no, but you can't decide that.
Yeah.
They are willing to challenge you because they see what you're not seeing.
Yeah.
And the moment you open up as a man and you open up to that, you open up to receiving advice.
Yeah.
You open up to your wife actually helping you as she's supposed to be your helper.
Yeah.
You allow that to happen. The way things flow, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because you have a different set of eyes that
Yeah.
you never
Yeah.
had, or thought you had, or thought were possible to have.
Yeah. It's amazing you say that, Saint, because when we are dealing with such issues, we are looking at different persons who are one, like I mentioned earlier. So sometimes expectations are very high. You culturally, as a man, you are being told you are the head, and that your word is final. And to some extent, back in the days, like you mentioned, if you mentioned that in mkazi wanga angakalipe nikaenda late, that your friends will even start laughing at you. That wanamutiesa, or if there's a deal you want to do with your friends, and then you say, I will need to pass this by my wife, and it looked like you are not a man. But actually the opposite is true. The truth is, Being a man is not saying in a no, you can be
You can
it's
still
like
be a
being a boss.
man. Yeah.
Being a boss doesn't mean you have all the ideas. No.
Yeah, true.
You,
You are
you,
actually a boss because of the people around you.
exactly.
The people that work for you. They
Exactly.
make you a boss.
Exactly. They can have better ideas, and that is why you have critical meetings along the way. Somebody throws in this, and ultimately you can make a decision which can be final. But the Bible tells us that wage war by wise counsel.
Yeah.
What that means, my friend, is if you are going to jump in a business, for example, you have to interact with people that perhaps have done that business before,
yeah.
or somebody who has a better understanding, somebody who has good financial literacy, somebody who has studied the market, and you want to compare your notes, you know. So by that, you are fighting a good fight by wise counsel. Now imagine inaweza chachie mwene mfuna cheni hivi chitire. You understand what I like? We have that in OCC. You know how we have these meetings we get to have.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it can be stressful because you want to go the democratic road so that you involve everybody, but then you are not getting the input that and it can be, you know. So, but basically, what I'm just trying to say here is, when we look at matters by nature, a man as what we call ego, you know.
Yeah.
And God put it in him for a reason. I'll qualify my point. It is good. It is good that a man has this, but he needs to keep it in check. And that is why our women tend to be trained more prior marriage on how to handle. You tone it down.
Yeah.
You know, a man by nature, when he's being confronted, even if you are right as a woman, he will make sure he proves to you that he is right.
Losing is not an option.
No. So you find men that know that my wife, let's face it, you know, like for example in my case, Mrs. T is academically powerful. She has 6 points, like straight on. Like she's that intelligent, but I'm smarter, by the way, you know. So I'm just, you know. So now what I'm saying is, you need to be at a place where you do something. You say, Mrs. T, I want you to go through this.
Yeah.
Tell me if you can pick up one or two
things.
Yeah. I don't have to be a know-it-all. You understand? And she's good at certain things, you know, administrative stuff, you know, and it works better. I partake. That is a good thing. That is favor.
Yes.
Right there. You are making use of your arsenals around you. Let not pride or ego rob you of you know, of such opportunities, because you in Mwamuna, I don't want to be cancelled the way you can. But again, now, because we know that there's something about a man, even if it doesn't work, if he starts being challenged and being misused in that area, you'll find that he will begin to rebel.
Yeah.
Is that good? No, it's not. But it happens. We see it. To the point that the Bible tells a woman, and that should be First Peter chapter number 3. And women, be subject to your own husband. But it says that and the Bible says, even though others do not obey the word, so that they can be won by your chastenance, you know, he just misbehaved in the morning, but you prepare him lunch. You understand? You prepare him, like, you know that you are a wife.
Yeah.
You have duties as a wife. You understand? And the Bible says, when he sees your behavior, he will be won without even you using a word or challenging
True.
it.
It's actually easier to change a man with a soft approach than a hard approach.
A man knows that a woman is beautiful. A man knows. That is why with the moment Adam saw Eve, he says, now this is the bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. He was able to distinguish a woman from a chimpanzee, from a lion. You understand? because the Bible in the book of Genesis tells us again that and when the Lord said it is not good for a man to be alone, he went on to create beasts from the ground. He made the lions, he made this, and the Bible says, but from this there was not yet a suitable helper for Adam.
Adam.
So now God now had to put him to deep sleep, got a rib from him, and fashioned the woman and brought it to him, brought the woman to him. And what he says is amazing. He says, now this is the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh. He was able to identify. So men have the ability to identify peace.
Yeah.
When they see
Definitely.
peace, when a woman, a man will see
Definitely.
peace, he will smell peace, he will smell respect.
Yeah.
A woman, what a man wants is respect. Even if he's not as smart as you are, the moment he gets in the house, he just needs to know that, oh, my king, Maodogu has arrived.
Has arrived.
My king is here. You understand what that is? All you will see. Those are the moments. Women who are clever, those are the moments they even get what they want to get from a man. How can you say no to a woman like that?
Yeah, no.
You can't, my
And
dear.
they know it very well. Because even when they want something, you will say, my husband, what do you want?
You remember those moments. And so the clever ones, like the ones we married, have partaken from these divine possibilities that the Lord has given them. A woman's power is in her femininity.
True.
How can
That's
resist a sweet woman?
No.
Even side chicks. The reasons why many reasons why side chicks have had ways on men is because a side chick has a potential to be sweet to a man, to massage a man. Now he's getting all those things. Now that is not right. But I'm saying the reason why certain men are hooked up on is the treatment. They
He's not
feel
getting that
special.
at home.
You know,
Then finds this
find it.
girl who's willing to go that extra
that is
mile.
why I say in a home. You are in your 20s, your 30s. As a wife, you need to be side chick. Literally, you need to be his girlfriend.
I'm telling
You need
you.
to be. You don't settle for just being a wife. No, be his side chick. Do to my nice things, my king. What can I do? Because I feel good when Mrs. T calls me king. Oh, even if you know what I mean.
He brushes that ego nicely.
Remember the ego I told you about? It's the every man has it. But the wise ones that are trained, they know how to tame it. Sometimes it doesn't even show. It shouldn't show. But it just feels nice for a woman to. It feels like you've won a prize. I don't know how you feel, but
it's an achievement. You know, people will tell you
sorry.
His marriage really an achievement. I would say it is, because very few are fortunate to have a wife they can happily, you know, take you're gonna be proud of. You know, I was laughing when I told was it I think it was, I don't know if it was Wupe or Cranston, that my wife designed the shirts, because when we sat down I'm thinking, okay, how can we do this design now? I wanted to have the OCC logo. Then she's like, wait, she had her own time. Yeah, I even forgot about it. Next thing, she's coming back with this artwork. I'm like, okay, this is good. I didn't think of this. Okay, what else can we do here? Okay, add them up. But okay, add them up, but let's add them up in such a way. She sat down, designed it when the thing came out, and I was like, oh my goodness.
And you were cracking your head over that. I remember we were talking about the design, and I was asking you, what do you think we should be doing this? We're hoping that he'll be able to design. That was the time someone deserted us. We didn't know where to go. So
it was, I'm like, okay, here's someone who's able to take where you have a puzzle, you put puzzle pieces and say, I want something. I've got this idea, this. I want our logo and a map. I didn't think, even when I was thinking it in my head, it didn't look like that.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking, okay, it will have a line, you know, but she was able to pick up what I was thinking or what I needed to be looking at, and she brought it to life. And lucky enough, we had, you know, we collaborated with a guy who was able to now take that vision, that artwork, and even bring it out more and give us exactly what we were looking at, the exact same thing that she created, you know. So
Yeah.
it shook me at some point. I sat and I was thinking, I, to be honest, we have everything we need as men.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think, at no point, my wife doesn't do any graphic design or anything of such nature. You know what I mean? She doesn't do any of those things.
Yeah.
She's able to take nice pictures. She likes, you know, iPhone, new people, iPhone.
Yeah.
She's able to edit pictures here and there, but she's never done like graphic and stuff like that. So she went and sat and started working on ChatGPT and giving ChatGPT ideas on what she wanted to do. That's how serious it was.
Wow.
No, this. So when the final image came out,
Mhm.
then she now started adding a few tweaks here and there. And I thought, here's a person who I didn't even, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, how can I get this idea into reality? How can I, you know, I've got this idea, but it's still in pieces. How
Yeah.
do I bring it together?
Yeah.
I was thinking I'm gonna go to a designer, these graphic designers, and then give him my idea and hope he gets
He gets
what
the
I'm trying
concept. Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But she just, nah, we'll do it this way. She designed the whole thing. Now give this guy to just
You know.
finish it off.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, cool. So when I was telling guys that, oh, my wife did this, like, your wife? Like, yeah. I'm gonna give her the credit. She did it.
Yeah. Nah.
She did it. And I told her, you know what, be proud of this, because you've brought an image that I didn't even see it like this. Even in my head, it wasn't like this. I just knew we needed a map.
For some reason, women have, not to cut you, women have the ability to nurture something. We can you imagine? As smart as I am, I only learned when I visited the museum here. I don't know why I missed that part of history. Choma Museum, just here.
Yeah, yeah.
We may actually even pass through if you don't mind tomorrow at some point.
Sure.
I learned that there was this lady. I'll actually put her on the screen now. She's the one who designed the coat of arm. The coat of
The
arm.
coat of arms.
Yes, it was designed by a white Zambian lady.
Is it?
And the notes, the earlier notes, she's the one who designed all of those. It's amazing. Wow. When we pass there tomorrow, you will see her name.
Yeah, no,
But I'll share some details later. But I also did a video for Choma Museum. If you check it out,
Yeah.
You will see I depicted her in a very nice way. But just imagine. So while you were saying that, I'm taken aback to just remember that maybe there's some consistency in women having the ability to nurture something. You can give them an idea and they can make something out of it. It's something that you can interpret and all that. So I'm really chuffed by the fact that she was able to have that initiative and just bring it to life.
Bring it to life in a way that I didn't even. It's the same way you can leave a 50 kwacha at home. This is the only money I have, and you find a full-blown meal. You know, it's. I'll put this together, and it will be.
So we can now answer the question: is marriage an achievement? Yes.
It is.
He that finds a wife
Finds a good thing.
An achievement is what you achieve something.
Yeah.
I achieved my wife. It is grace, boss.
It's not easy.
It's
not easy. It is not easy.
The pressure that comes with it. What does not come with pressure?
Yeah.
This is good pressure. I miss it when she goes away. I want this pressure. This pressure is nice for me.
It keeps me going.
So that's it, guys. We
Yeah,
were
you know,
just
we can
happy
chat
to.
forever.
We
Me and
were.
him can chat forever.
I'm sure our wives, when they see this, they'll be shocked. I thought you guys are just going to be talking about bikes, but see how this has integrated in our church today. We are normal people
Let me
with
ask you
normal
this though
lives.
before
Yeah,
you end the video. How does she feel about your bike life?
I'll tell you this on the spot.
Mm.
My wife tells me, you know what? She's not far into the bike thing, but because I love it, so she goes like, one day on your birthday, I'll surprise you. She knows my favorite bikes. She'll be like, that. My favorite bikes tend to shift,
Depending on who you're chilling
depending
with.
who I'm chilling with and my level of knowledge concerning the bike. At one point it was, I'll buy you a Hayabusa one day on your birthday. So she would joke like that because she knows that there's a part of me that
Really,
and,
really
and,
wants.
and sometimes she'll be like, oh, you are chilling with your side chick Brandina. She even named my bike, but what I find to be of good humor really is how she has taken this to be part of my life, and she accepts it, and she wants me to enjoy
The bike
the
life.
bike life.
Yeah.
And she's asking, oh, like when you were coming here, she's like, oh, who is he coming with? Okay, so what are we supposed to be doing? How do I come in and out? And I'm like, no, 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 it's fine. So maybe what we'll do, since Jacqueline is going today, then we can spend time with him tomorrow, as in spend the night here. So now that is why I only paid for one, because she was involved. She's involved. She loves what I love.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, so she's marinated in all this. Yeah.
It's a good thing to have
Yeah.
um a wife or a woman wife who is comfortable with you being on a bike and actually supports you being on a bike.
Yeah.
She's even brave enough to get on the bike. It's
For me, by the way.
an amazing feeling.
Now you mentioned that Mrs. T had phobia for bikes because when she was young, she was hit by a biker. She used to go at Southland School way back in the days, and so along, is it Benbella Road? Yeah, she was hit by a biker. And so she has always had trauma for bikes. So when I started riding, she didn't want to jump on it. Really, she would be happy for me, but her getting on it, it took a little bit of time. I remember I told her, you know what, it looks so cool. Just me imagining it, you just being behind and just locking your arms around me. So I started planting these ideas. She has always thought it was cool, but because I started appealing to her, and I got her on the bike, we went out. We actually, the first time we went out to Choma Dam when we had reached in Choma. After a few months, of course, our first date, oh, not our first date, bike date,
Bike date, yeah.
was Choma Dam. And so she freaked out at some point. So when I go faster, she would hold me and tap me, say slower, slower, slower. Sorry. So that's it, man. That's how she started breaking that fear, and now she's free. She will tell. She's actually telling me our anniversary is coming up. She's telling me, you know what? We're gonna leave the kids, so maybe we can do a bike ride then, just within Choma. We spend time together on the bike. I'm like, oh. And she said, you need to get me a bike gear. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. We can work on that. We are getting somewhere. So I appealed. It wasn't a forcing matter. I didn't force her into this, but because she started seeing the sense or and the value this,
the love
because
you
yeah,
have
the
for it.
love, yeah. So she basically started tapping into that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what you love, they will be interested.
it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she knows I've fallen on the bike a number of times. And look, I have put about 50,000 kilometers in 2 years and some months. Now that tells you I do a lot of off-road biking. And so I am bound to fall
Yeah,
once,
most
and
definitely.
so I do 70% off-road and 30% on-road.
Oh, no.
So a good chunk of it is sand, farms, and so Graham and I have got some special stories. I wish you meet Graham one day. But he was coming from Zimbabwe. I think he got into Zambia through Gwembe, and he went into a goat. So we have got some other stories, but I think that's another topic for another
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
But it doesn't override the thrill of a bike or wanting to jump on a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. We will keep on talking, bro. You know me,
No, yeah.
and I know you. So, like, nine on the Cape Hotel. I usually shoot you guys. Can you imagine? If it's Samantha, it's
Guys,
Samantha.
I've taken over the Z Traveler channel.
I know. I think you are going to do more of this tomorrow. Okay, man. Uh, so, what a nice conversation we had around family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are now leaving the golf club. As you can see, it's night time already.
Yeah. The owners are out.
We saw golfers come and they left. So it appears those that we came with have already left. So it's about time. And two set of people. Oh, this is the number of cars
Yeah, the night people are out now.
are out now.
They are 10 now.
We give them chance now. All right, cool.
The Hero Expos.
And now we have found them. Oh dear.
How's this baby treating you?
She is at is it 50,000 now? Almost 50,000.
Is it?
We were just talking about that's about 2 years and some months. Yeah, so she has been moving. I tell you. At what point is she? That's 49,602 kilometers. Hey man, Hero Expos, she has moved. I'm telling you, she's always on the farms, and I can't complain. Just normal wear and tear of certain parts that you remove, but overall, she has not disappointed.
It's
You know.
treated you well.
Yeah, I'm hoping to upgrade, of course, as all of us want
Time
to
will
do.
come.
But I wouldn't say anything negative about this machine. But ultimately, man,
The Chinese are doing wonders. Do you know that the first generation BMW GS 650 were Chinese engines?
oh really?
Yep.
Nice. Chinese guys are. I've heard this story before where that some people in America order stuff from China and then they
They
rebrand
brand
the
it.
stuff.
Yes, yes.
And then you're thinking you're using an American product, and yet it was,
It's a Chinese product,
born and
yeah.
bred Chinese. This is Indian Honda. Yeah. Of course, Indians are quite good when it comes to that. But of course, they're still in Asia. Yeah? Asia is doing some marvelous things. Really.
Yeah,
When you
I mean-
really just think about it, you will see.
The Royal Enfield is one of the most amazing bikes till date.
Oh my word. Yeah.
It's a Indian bike.
The only problem is that this may be perhaps it may not be accessible to many that may want to. It's a little bit pricey for a
Yeah.
200. If you want to get a 2025 model of this or 24, it should cost you about 170,000. Now you would buy a ZX14 in there if you're gonna order it from South Africa and bring it in. But again, the durability is just amazing. But if you make comparisons with what you have on the market, we were talking about some of the Chinese bikes. I don't know why we still have a notion that Chinese bikes are, but we have proved that Chinese bikes would
Oh
or
man.
perform
Oh man.
better. We have stories regarding that. The bikes have traversed as small CCs, the smaller CCs as they are, especially we're talking about smaller CCs here.
Yeah.
We have pushed them. We have pushed them. We have got part of our team guys that do have what people would want to term Chinese bikes, but they have proven more than what people would
Hey, I have a
actually
Chinese
give them.
bike. I am in Choma right now,
Look at
with
that.
Luna here.
But also look at the design. Somebody will have to ask you
Yeah.
that you have to tell them this is a
This
Chinese
is a
bike.
Chinese bike.
You
Yeah,
know,
true. We've
somebody
done cross borders with these bikes
we were inside, and a gentleman comes and he says, "Are you guys the owners of those big bikes
outside. Yeah.
outside there?" And we are thinking, "I wish you knew," you know. But again, it's quite amazing to just know what you can do with these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
All right, brother.
Cool, man.
We call it a night.
Sure.
Yeah.
We pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
We still have some good chats to really do so. I'm hoping that my voice will come back.
I'm not so sure.
I tell you.
There's so many now. It's gonna take long to heal because of all the stories when you're supposed to be, quiet.
I tell you.
Drinking tea.
I'm,
Now
I'm,
I got you drinking Coca-Cola.
I may need to save up on voice battery for us to
The
carry on
social
a nice
bundle has
conversation.
to be depleted.
I tell you.
But it will deplete when I go.
Oh dear. All right, guys. So we're gonna close this video right here. I know I've been saying we're closing the video, but it's about time now. It's dark, so we're gonna ride out. Maybe I'll close it, somewhere after I escort him. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want him to miss his way. So we'll ride together up until I know he's safe, and then I'm gonna ride home, and that should be the order of our last chance here. So maybe I'll just end the video right at the lodge. I know you don't want me to cut this video, so let's ride together. Oh dear. Yeah. Feel free, man. I think you can put it on your veranda. You can make it possible, man.
So it's better to do it them because
Yeah, pretty much. All right, brother. I know you're safe. Let me run. Catch up with Mrs. T. Those two can be quite a headache, cooking and having them.
I know.
I tell you, it's crazy.
Alright.
Let me go and help her.
Pass my regards.
Sure.
I've got a cover, so
We will need to figure out. I'm thinking how that bright thing is going to pan out.
yeah, even if it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be with a bunch of people.
Yeah, you know.
But
So we can still just come up with something.
you can
Plus,
do
it's-
dinner at yours.
yeah,
If
yeah,
that works, we can
Yeah.
get some food and do dinner.
yeah. We can still do that. Yeah, super,
You
man.
can fry some meat at your place.
Yeah, we can still
So
do
we
that.
don't give my sister a hard time of cooking this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe we can do some wedges, like potato wedges plus the bride.
Yeah.
So and then the sauces and that's all. I mean, all right, man.
Alright, brother. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Regards to Mrs. T.
Cheers.
See you tomorrow.
Sure. Cheers, man. Oh, really? Trust me, this is nothing. You should watch my video that I'm uploading with Graham. I don't know whether it has finished uploading, but you're gonna see what we go through. Yeah. All right, man. All right, I'm gonna end the video right here. Thanks for sticking around, guys. See you in the next video. Cheers.